Welcome to Cherry Poppin Standies at Treehouse 154. Please welcome to stage your own queen, Chris Luther. It's Cherry Poppin time.
Sorry for that long delay. It's just because these guys back there are very fucking popular. Which I was banking on as the host. So how's everyone doing tonight? Well, I'm doing good too. Thanks for asking. No, I am doing good though because I'm actually in the longest relationship I've ever been in. Because relationships are hard. And as we go longer in a relationship, we're starting to take more trips places, which means we're taking trips to see people from her past, which means we're seeing guys from her past, which means we're seeing me freak out a little bit and get a little insecure. So every one of these guys I meet, guys I meet, I'm always just like judging them, like, are they richer than I am? Does this guy make more money than I do? And like, I'm not like a horrible thing. I'm not like a catch. So my friends will know I call myself a solid 7, which isn't like braggable. Girls like to brag about their guys, right? Like I'm a comfortable guy. Like no girl's ever called their friend and said, hey, so I'm dating a new guy. Yeah, he works at a non-profit, so he's poor on purpose. Also, he's 5'6". Oh my god, if you tell me he's also half Asian, I will lose my shit. Like, what I am isn't a top searched algorithm on OkCupid. Is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, so I know that, and I meet these guys that she's not dated, I think she did, I don't know. And I always look at him and I'm like, okay, does this guy have more money than I do? So we go one trip to LA. We go to our friend Craig's house. And Craig has a decent apartment. I can't really tell from looking at it if it's that much money to have. But we sit down, the first thing Craig says to me is, so what do you do for a living? Only one type of person asks you what they do for a living, and that's someone who makes more money than you do. That's why they ask, because they want to tell you. Yeah, that's true. So yeah, Craig asked me that question, and I'm like thinking like, you don't ask that to people. Like, someone who is a server at Denny's doesn't ask that question to someone. Like, the greeter at Walmart isn't starting conversations that way. Like, the garbage man isn't like, whoosh, hey, so what do you do? Like, actually, when I was single, the way I would do this, and when I would talk to girls, I would ask them what BuzzFeed quizzes say they should be. And they're always like, well, I'm supposed to be a CEO because I like to grab the bull by the horns and take charge. And then they start like just letting it all out. They're like, oh, it also says if I were a food, I'd be a pickle because I started off as a cucumber, but now I'm worn down but still delicious. Okay, sure. So anyway, Craig asked me what I do for a living. And I tell him I work at a non-profit. Before he can tell me what he does, I do one of these like nervous like move my foot like that and I boot the beer. And I react to this like a normal person who knows the value of $1, and I reach for it like a velociraptor stepping on a Lego. Like I'm like, ah! And then Craig looks at me with no irony, not joking at all. He just looks directly in the face and he goes, that's okay, man, let me grab you another one. What? No, I just kicked $7 on the floor, Craig did he? So Craig goes and gets me another drink. He comes back and he has these napkins to clean up the beer. They're floral print napkins. If you have floral print napkins instead of fast food logos on your napkins, you are in a different tax bracket than I am. Like I go there and I got my like a fistful and I'm like, some salt, some pepper, spoon, knife, straws, I don't use them, put them in there. Like I was looking at Craig and I'm thinking, this guy is just like the guy I saw at Walgreens the other day. I was in the toothpaste aisle looking at it like I know the difference difference between fluoride or hydroxide or whatever that shit is. I don't know. I'm looking at it, studying it, and I hear this guy on the phone. He's like this. Yeah, so they have Crest with whitening and tartar control, but they don't have Colgate with Crest or... Should I go somewhere else? Okay, I'll go somewhere else. And this guy hangs up his phone and goes somewhere else. I will never be rich enough to have toothpaste brand loyalty. Like, my toothpaste brand loyalty is going over to the aisle. This one's $3 cheaper than it was last week for some unknown reason. Well, that seems like a good enough reason to put this in my mouth and rub it around every day for the next 3 weeks. That's my toothpaste brand loyalty. Craig's also the type of guy that, like, when he gives a gift to his girlfriend, they react immediately, like a Key Jewelers commercial where he's like, oh, the vapors, they react quickly. When I get a gift, it's like I reach like this like bag. And I can see like the girl, she like stops back and looks like this, like she like farted louder than she intended to, like. And you can see her like, the wheels turning, like, is this sincere? Is this a gag? No, he looks like he's sincere. And like then they like hug me and stuff. Like for a guy like Craig Day West over there, like every kiss begins with K with him, and for me it's more like every kiss begins with K. Craig also, by the way, he's the type of guy that doesn't use Facebook. And do you know why he doesn't use Facebook? I do, because I asked him why. Never ask somebody who doesn't use Facebook why they don't use Facebook. They get so defensive, it's like you accuse them of murder. Why don't you use Facebook? Oh, because I'm busy, I've got a business to run, I love spaghetti, I want more time for spaghetti, the kids, just, I don't care what other people think, like, shut up, you've been talking for 5 minutes, you lost me at spaghetti. Craig also runs marathons. The only thing worse than asking someone why they don't use Facebook is asking a marathon runner why they like to run. Like if the Facebook people are the ones that like are accused of murder, you ask a marathon person, it's like they're the person that the local news is interviewing that thinks they heard something about the murder. Like, cause they just make up everything when you ask them, why do you like to run marathons? Oh, let me tell you, it's so good for your health, it's so good for your health. Kitty, come here, tell them what I told you about running, tell them what I told you. That is a person that runs a marathon. I actually trained for a year to run the marathon for charity. And then it got canceled because of the hurricane. And then I just stopped running completely. So then like the other day, I'm like reaching for something, and I noticed my stomach hangs out from under my shirt whenever I reach. So I sat there and I was like, no, today is the day this changes! This cannot be! So then I stood up, and then I picked up my coffee table and moved it like a foot closer to the couch so I wouldn't have to reach for my food so far anymore.